I'm James Kirk.
I'm Ichi Hoya.
And you're watching simnews.tv.
Good evening, everybody. We're here for week 5 of the W6S Racing Series here, and tonight we'll be at Sugo. Hope everybody is well. I say thank you for tuning in to this stream. I'm David Carter, and alongside me once again is league owner and extraordinaire Mike Pitman.
Hi, I've never heard that before. Lead owner and extraordinaire, but I love it. Why not?
So, I say we're in the middle of qualifying, and we'll go through rundown of the times in a few moments' time. But as I say, it's been again very, very busy week here at WCS. Preparing things particularly for 2020. I hope you guys have been keeping an eye on the social media and seeing what's if you keep an eye on social media as well, you'll be keeping an eye on what the future has to behold, particularly next couple of weeks or so. Expecting maybe 1 or 2 announcements here and there as well. But for the time being, obviously we've got this W6S series up and running for the penultimate round of this championship. And so Rfactor Capit provisionally absolutely dominating out in front on 33.6. It's the second clear of Adrian Campfield, and of course Capit being our championship leader as well. So he's starting this evening to go on, as I just see Paul Augustin blowing up his engine as he crosses the finish line as well. With a nice trail of fire in his wake. So, Mike, we're getting 22 runners and riders here this evening so far. Just seen Dean Vella join the server as well.
Yeah, 1 second. I may need to have a YouTube look. But yes.
That's so.
So I was just looking at the chat in YouTube. What's everything going on in there? People are getting a bit active now, which is nice. But yes, Capit's time is looking rather menacing at the top there. I don't know whether it's got anything to do with track limits, dare I say, to be a whole second ahead of others. But there's still a lot of people to run. Some top guys still haven't set times yet. So we'll get a better idea when we get nearer to the time. I know a few people have been struggling with direct drive wheels and certain things like that around this track, so lots of adapting for people. But it's still a fun circuit. I think it'd be great. And yeah, you know, penultimate series, we've got 5 minutes of qualifying left. 2 great races tonight, no doubt. And then only 2 more, and that's our championship done and dusted. And as you say, we've got lots of plans for the coming months and year ahead. You know, if you haven't started looking at 2020 yet, then consider us. There's a lot happening. There's a lot going on. Keep in tabs with everything going on, and we'll soon let you know.
So you can just keep looking at some people in chat. Chris Shepherd obviously racing as well this evening. Wish you all the best of luck, as well as Risto Capit as well. So Social, Christian Pints, Karawuri 28, I want to say. I hope that's right. Welcome, and Ryan as well. Welcome to the chat. I'll say if you have got any questions or any thoughts about the season so far, feel free to put them in chat. I'll say we'll obviously read out comments and questions as well. Just also say thanks while I can to our sponsors and our partners as well. Obviously SimSync PRO for sponsoring this particular series. Obviously 3D Wrap as well, HM Engineering, and RaceU and Sim News as well, all doing their bits to make this series as good and as exciting as possible as well. I say at the moment we've got 11 runners and riders who have set qualifying times. Sheldon Scott Musset just qualifying there into P9 on 37.0 as well. But as I say, look, pretty ominous looking Risto Capit. The only man to get anywhere near or into the 33s. Everyone else is no even touching the 33 at the moment. But we've got Argo Tedder, Matthew Williams, Hygo Poom, Josh Downard and Jack Mayer all on track at the moment.
Yeah, I suppose of that, today is probably the one to look at, be my guess, in the Capit's teammate as well. Remember, it is fixed setup, guys, so having a whole second ahead is quite impressive. I'm quite flabbergasted by it, really, but yeah, it's a good word to use, isn't it?
Yeah. Too long for me.
Too long for you, well, fair enough. Thought you had Southern education. I thought you'd be alright. I thought that was how that worked.
No, I missed all the posh bits, shall we say, you know, when you hear where the education is.
When you hear you live in Oxford, everyone goes, oh, he went to the university, oh, he must be posh, must know his stuff. Yeah. No, that's not
a back alley, mate.
That's not our Carter, yeah. Fair play.
Fantastic. Just got a question here from Ryan. Is next season a Touring Car Cup? Stay tuned, find out, keep it up to date with the social media. You can join us on obviously our Facebook, our Twitter, Instagram as well, you know, that, and obviously the Discord as well, and that's the best way for you guys to find out what's going on in the future. Obviously we're dabbling in some race room, which obviously that has been announced, the KTM challenge, which will be happening on Monday night.
Tuesdays.
Tuesday nights, yeah, quite right, absolutely Pitman. That's me getting my days muddled up.
That's right. I've had 2 Mondays, Tuesdays race room, always the case here. We make it simple for people. That's the idea, Carter. Make it simple. Even for you, we can do it.
Yeah, still difficult for me.
Fair enough.
And then we're also dabbling in obviously more Rfactor 2 for the early parts of 2020, and also iRacing as well as our community nights where we trying different things out, different games, not necessarily racing, it'll be some all different kinds of games we'll do as well on every Friday night as well. If you got any suggestions for that, just feel free to leave a comment either in the YouTube or in the Discord as well. And El Sabti joins us as well. Big welcome to him. Obviously, very, very talented driver in real life, and obviously does very well in the in real life stuff as well. As Hanny, great to see you in the chat, buddy. As you're just tuning in to see the end of this qualifying session, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, there's people to watch. Matthew Williams just coming up to finish his lap at the moment. Last time out was his first round with us. He came in the transfer week. Qualified top 3 last time out, didn't he? If I remember rightly. Did well in both races as well. I think he was top 8 in both. So he's one definitely to watch out for on this run up to the line.
P6, I reckon. No, P7 he has got there, just behind Chris Shepherd, ahead of Gaurav Patala actually. He's done a nice little improvement there from recent weeks. Jack Mayer and Josh Downard Stellites. Here comes Jack Mayer now coming across the line, currently P18 for Mission Drive. It's the second race of that team. He's been quite poor in the testing actually. Jack Mayer, not his usual self, down in P13 ahead of Hygo Poom and Garrett de Vries there as well. And I think his teammate now, Josh Downard, is just about to come across the line. So quite a long drag up to the line here around Sugo. Have to get a good exit to carry the speed all the way down the straight, and he comes across the line currently P19. He's going to go, wow, you might as well not have bothered, basically. P16 with that lap time. 11 seconds off the pace for Josh Downard. As well. Dean Velo going to be the next man across the line, I think. And we've got both red arrows now on track. David Fidek and Chris Butcher. It looks like Fidek's messed up his lap.
No, he's
trying to help out Butcher.
He's waiting on. He's waiting, I think, to give him a slipstream.
There he goes. Not sure if that helped or hindered there in that case, but I think someone else has crossed the line. So, oh yeah, Dean Velo goes into P11. Butcher, where's he going to end up? He's going to be in the front row or four, or top, at least on the front 2 rows. But he's just about to actually start his lap. Fidek, just
interesting way to do that. Fidek, he sort of sacrificed himself there.
Yeah.
Like you only get one. You only get one lap, so I don't. Yeah, didn't he do that last time out?
I think he did. He did something along those lines.
He didn't qualify last time out, and I mean, to be fair, I think he got top 10. But
it worked in the end though, because he got that reverse grid. He did well on the reverse grid, didn't he, at Valencia, and then he got a very good second place.
Well, yeah, I suppose as a team, you probably are better off if you, for example, in this case, if you let Chris Butcher run off and try and win this race, and you in the second car try and come 10th. Next time out, you're in prime position to win both round races, I suppose. Is this to counteract the threat now of MDR, in their new formed? They're looking pretty ominous as well in 3rd and 4th for points scoring.
Yeah, they are. They're looking really, really handy.
We'll go through the standings in a minute in the warm up that we had before the race.
Katie Pelly crosses the line, and she goes in 14th behind Peter Schultz and just ahead of Jack Mayer and Hygo Poom as well. But Butcher's now the man to look out for. They've still got Nichols and Pegg, who's still in the pits. They're not going to set any lap times. Both satellite guys are going to start from the back of the field. And here comes Chris Butcher now, the last man to set a lap time in this session, as the checker flag is now out. So he's going to floor it to the line, and here he goes. And he's going to jump right up there to P2. He's the only man really to get within a second of Risto Capit, but still nowhere near the 33s. Just a fantastic lap there from Risto Capit, who's going to be in a very, very comfortable position, particularly championship leader as well. He's got a very comfortable margin in there. I say he's leading by 19 points from Yuri Kastorp.
Well, that's the big story at the moment, to be fair. He's Kastorp.
Not here, is he?
Well, he's not.
Yeah.
He's in the chat as well, telling us how much he ironically loves this track. So, yeah. I believe it's a problem with it. He's got a direct drive side of stuff, and the curbs here don't like it, and yeah, that's really unfortunate, to be honest. If that's the case. I know Dennis Lynn said he had to do certain things. Castle said he did one lap too many. So did he get a DQ on that? He might have done, potentially. We have seen that happen before, particularly if you cross the line. I think Risto went past the pit. It's where the pit entry is. If you go past the pit entry before you escape and stuff, you end up looking like you've done another lap. We had it previously as well. So he might find himself onto the grid somewhere else yet. Must have missed that myself. So we got warm up. So we go through the standings while we got a few minutes before we move into anything else?
Wow, absolutely. So we'll bring up the standings right now if I can find it. Here we go. So driver standings: Risto Capit on 125 points from Yuri Kastorp, 19 points behind him. And a great battle here for 3rd place. Chris Shepard and Chris Butcher, obviously in other series as well. They've been title rivals in the past as well, and they're very, very close here. P3 and P4, Butcher looking very, very strong actually to overtake Shepard there in the standings.
I was going to say last time out, Shepard jumped him actually. So there's he'll be wanting that place back.
And then you got Luxa today, Hygo Poom with level 1 points, P5. David Fidek, Countfield, Alistair Long, who's not here today, and Laurent Kiersmaker's ran at the top 10. And with Jack Mayo, actually level 1 points as well from Paul Augustland. Dennis Lind, who of course did his first event last time out, already up to P13 ahead of Josh Downard. In the team standings, Evo and RSR, only 4 points between those guys at the top of the standings. Then Red Arrow in 3rd, MDR in 4th. They'll be sweating over that. Neptune Sim Racing, Chaos Engineering P6 from ST Holland Racing Team, Drillers Esports, who I don't believe either of the Drillers guys are here today, which is a bit of a shame. GT Omega RPM Esports Asthma. I don't think either of their guys are here as well.
Williams is here.
Oh yeah, Williams is here, of course.
I don't know who else will be driving for them right now, but yeah.
And then SimTech, who's got 7 points. Mission Driver are now in 4 points. That's their first points of the season last night. Satellite Racing still on those -4 points as well. So work to do for the guys at the bottom.
They are still showing up though, which I appreciate. That's great to see.
That's all we ask for. Just guys to show up. I mean, obviously you can have up to 4 drivers per team as well. And Nichols and Peg still fighting hard, still trying to get some hard-earned points to their championship.
And then we got RSR's Ryan in the chat. I think he'll remember the McGanns. It was also very close with his team as well. And he'll be maybe a bit worried. Who knows? But didn't quite work out on that occasion. I don't think, did it? If I remember rightly, but he did get the drivers he had at that point, but not the teams, if I remember rightly. So maybe making amends this time out. But Eval will be very much hoping he doesn't. We don't want to be second again. I could offer you third, Ryan. Could offer you third, maybe. MDR would be happy with that, I'm sure. Maybe not. Yeah. One other one we'll quickly do before we've still got a few minutes before warm up. But I know you've already given a bit of a shout out, but big shout out to SimSync PRO as our sponsors for this particular series. They are sponsoring us for the year as well. We couldn't do what we do without them, particularly on our Rfactor 2 platform. We couldn't put the mods together as easily and help everyone who takes part and just gets hold of it all and does it all that way. SimSync PRO really makes that possible and so much easier from our side. So if you're a team or a league or a small, doing your series here and there, very much worth it at a very small cost as well. Head over to the website, that sort of stuff. Or in fact, if you come and talk to us, I'm sure we can sort you out some kind of small deal, discount thing for you. Yeah, they're great guys over there, really, so do get involved with that. I'll quickly throw the advert up again. He's in it. SimSync.de. There you are. Do you think that was corporate enough? We did good?
Yes, as sweet as a nut.
No, just sweet as a nut. Right, on to our general terribleness across this. So we've got... two rounds of fantastic action, I suppose. We'll see if anyone's paying attention. We've got 22 people in the chat. I'm liking that. In YouTube alone. That's nice. We are on Twitch as well, so hello to you guys on there. Always good to have you on. We always welcome feedback, comments, lots of new series we've got coming up. Should be doing a new series. I'm going to be ambitious and try and do a new series every 2 months. How about that? On each platform. So we've already announced we've got Race Room going on. Sign-ups are now live for the Expo series, and then we've got iRacing coming in January as well with our 2 new managers running that. So that's exciting. So for any of you that race iRacing or Race Room, we've also got you covered, as well as Rfactor 2 carrying on, of course. I know Carter's got vested interest in certain things. Would love to see certain cars. Everyone's got their opinions and tracks and cars they'd love to have. So yeah, just let us know what you want to race. It's community's growing. 300 of you on our Discord channel. Get involved in that as well. Can't go wrong, can you?
Well, I think as I mentioned in the last broadcast, because there's so many opportunities to do series on each platform every year, we can try out loads of new stuff as well. So we could probably run 6 series a year in each platform, which is a lot of opportunity to try out loads of tracks, loads of concepts, ideas, mods, cars. So it's always worth just even if you just PM us in Discord if you're feeling a bit shy, putting out in public, just let us know. We'll definitely have discussions. Every idea comes in. I say to Mike, what about this? Shall we try this? What about this idea? And it normally comes with a I don't know about it afterwards, but it's a it's always worth discussion. It's always worth having suggestions out there. Because it might be something that no one's ever thought of doing. And normally just there's one little spark of genius, shall we say. We can make it into something big, hopefully. So it's always worth you guys getting involved in the community as well. Just watching Yuri Kastov, actually, he's just joined the server again, and he is drifting his flat 6 Porsche absolutely everywhere. I'm not sure.
Well, I think
good entertainment.
Well, yeah, I know in his frustration, he was talking about Dennis Lim was talking about how to sort of put the smoothness on, and on his on the feedback and that sort of stuff on his wheel, and he was just like, oh, I might get sick of this and just turn it off. Well, if you're used to driving with so much force feedback of a direct drive wheel, to just suddenly turn it off, you'll be very different driving experience. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see how he does. He's already a champion for us, a previous champion, so he's trying to regain that title that he actually lost to the There's the Rfactor 2 man. He actually lost it to Yoni Simonchik, who's our current reigning Rfactor 2 champion for now. Obviously, he's not here. He's not racing in the championship, so that title's sort of been handed back over to whoever's going to win this one. But
new opportunities all the time, and just going to go through the grid actually, because I'll say there's no warm-up lap or anything like that. It's just straight into the race. So we got Risto Cabot and Chris Butcher on the front row, then Adrian Campfield, Martin Hemmingson in row 2, Dennis Linden, Doran Kearsmakers in row 3, Chris Shepherd and Matthew Williams on row 4, Gareth Patella and Paul Augustin rounding out the top 10 on the 5th row, Yuri Kastrup down in P11 from Margot Taylor in P12, Dean Vella and Sheldon Scott Muscat sharing the 7th row, Peter Schultz and Caitlin Penny showing the 8th row. Jack Mayer and Hargo Poom, good friends of course they're on the 9th row. Garrett Fries and Josh Downard on the 10th row. The two Davids on the 11th row, Fidekin Nichols and then Jacob Pegg rounding out the 23 cars on the grid. As now I believe the lights are just about to come on now. And now away they go, and the front row get away very cleanly. Countfield doesn't get away at all. There's a bit of contact further behind. Someone's already lost their front bumper actually, as they're going through turn 1. There's a spin at the background. It's one of the MDR cars, and I think that's the Malta car as well. Ted has already lost his front bumper again after he did that in Valencia as well, I remember.
I don't know why they put him on that car, if I'm honest.
I say Eval very good at getting points, but very good at losing front bumpers. Well, everyone pretty much at the front of the field has got away okay. It's the MDR car. I'm just trying to work out which MDR it was. Was that Martin? No, it's Dennis Lind. He's down 17th. Carnage in front of him as well. There's Schultz, Caitlin Penny. Schultz has spun right around. And there's very, very bumpy parts of the track. Kastrup trying his best to go through the field. He's now behind his teammate Chris Shepherd. But at the front of the field, it's Butcher leading from Capit. Campfield and Henderson trying to follow him behind.
Yeah, based on that qualifying though, Butcher getting in front of Capit might actually be the best thing for this race. We've got 20 laps. It would be ominous if he was running away at a second a lap, so, or it was even 7/10 to Butcher, so that's good. I wonder whether Tito really knows that running without a front bumper is a lot better for the aero or something on these cars, and he's found a way of doing it. I don't know.
Well, he's got a crazy understeer.
I think it's about three rounds he's done that now. We're on round 5.
Kastrup nearly loses the back end. I think he has. I think it's about three of the 5 rounds now he's done that. But you get crazy understeer as a result of that. They really very heavily defending on the front area. David Nichols having a trip across the grass. Get the Fries is rounding out the back of the field, but everyone's still going for the time being. Back up front, Chris Butcher still looking out in front. And Campfield keeping up with these guys as well. And Hemmingson, of course, it's only a second round in WCS, of course. He's doing a really nice job.
Definitely. Well, yeah, Dennis Lind just got up another place. No surprise that Jack Mayer didn't give him any problems whatsoever in the sister team as he works his way back through. However, his teammate actually Josh Downard is under an awful lot of pressure in 19th with 2 satellites and who's that one? Is that Penny, presumably? Is it down there? No, Schultz in the chaos, isn't it?
Oh, and Scott Muscat's had a spin. He's down in 22nd now. He's lost places. Pegg has also hung himself out to dry there, you could say. Down in P22.
Oh dear. Oh, that took me a minute. Sorry. Wow. Okay. It was on too high a spin, was it? Yeah, there's plenty of problems going on here.
Oh dearie me. That's a level to expect. Let's just say...
Asma do have both. Patala's racing for Asma in 6th. How's he up in 6th?
Wow, that is really nice stuff. And I say much needed points for them as well. You know, to go with Williams' good points haul he got in the last round as well.
Well, Williams is sat there in 8th as well. They're doing all right.
Doing really, really nice.
Williams is actually all over the back of Shepherd at the moment in the RSR.
Yeah, so both Asmas are ahead of both RSR cars as well. So great news for Asma, not so good news for RSR. We've gone in the points always off just did. More Carnage and Scott Muscat's off again in 21st. He's going into the gravel trap. Yeah, really, really shaky start for a few of these guys. But Butcher out in front, he's ahead by nearly a second from Capit. Really nice job there from Butcher. It's just interesting to see because of this longer race here, Mike. Obviously 20 laps, about 30-35 minutes of racing here. How are these tyres going to last, particularly the rear tyres on these Porsches?
Yeah, we've seen this. Oh, I've seen this quite a lot this season. If you've been following the championship so far, the Butcher Capit battle at the front has sort of been yo-yoing for quite a lot of rounds, and they push each other into an area or so. Oh, actually, Shepherd gets that place back from Williams. Oh, sorry, no, beats Patala. Sorry, he's gone ahead of Patala now instead of Williams. So it's that way round. Sorry, teammates and such. Me missing out there. We got Peter Schultz chasing down Downard as well, and way down in the order.
Really difficult stuff. Oh, I've just noticed as well that Sharon Scott Muscat has also got a drive-through penalty. He must have cut a corner or such. So
yeah, must have somewhere. It's not his day, is it?
No, it's been a really rough start, and so it's going to be difficult for him to recover that. Out in front, it's these first four. And Butcher from Capit from Coutfield, from Hemmingson as well. Hemmingson did a really nice job. Kearsmaker's just keeping up in fifth. He's on the race's own. Look at this battle behind Shepherd, Batala, Williams. Second RSL, they've Catherine's right. And Dennis Lind as well. Of course, had that spin at the first lap down to 17th. He's now fighting his way back through the field into 10th.
Well, yeah, he's now at that point that he's now at least in the reverse grid for next time out. He's back into the places. That means his whole evening is not ruined. And yeah, he's only he's right on the back of it now. To be fair, he can really catch up.
David Nichols, I'm sorry there, but I've just seen him rolling out of the final corner. He's hit the barrier, and the car just rolled over, barrel roll over into the barrier. As well, he's down all the way down now to the back of the field. So both satellites back of the field. Nichols is now retired, as well as Peter Schultz. He's retired as well.
We don't normally have a very high attrition rate, really, do we? Most people do keep going, so that's a bit of a shame to have lost a couple already. Lind up to 9th, by the way.
Oh, Lind shoving his way up to 8th, ahead of Castorp. He's seen Castorp maybe a bit weaker with the.
Well, no, Patala's gone. Where's Patala gone?
Oh, he's out.
Is he disconnected, or is he just gone there?
I think he just disappeared. Oh no, it was a crash. I've just seen the. What happened? Was it his teammate? His teammate.
Well, they were battling away. Yeah, they were battling away. So if that's the case, that's not great down at the Asthma.
No, Williams punted him into the wall.
Oh, I bet they were holding their breath back then, weren't they? Hey, come on.
Here we go.
Oh, Kasdorp.
Gasping.
Oh, where's he putting that car? Wow, okay. That was some very slidey action. He just placed his car. I've never seen a car placed on the apex so much. Just in front of Lynn. But placed at such an angle. It was nearly at 90 degrees to the corner. It was off, but still managed to get it round.
There's a bit of a technique that they're using to get round that. They're very, very tight with chicane, but I'm not sure how much the tyres are thanking him for doing that.
Well, we'll find out in a few laps, no doubt, won't we? Another 10, probably.
Oh, and that was a bit of a cut. Look at that there. Mowing turn 1, by the looks of it. Castorp and Lynn, trying to chase down Matthew Williams. This is the corner that Matthew Williams punted his teammate in the fight in the last lap into that barrier there, just that tie wall on the.
Well, that curb on the inside is pretty horrible. Like if you hit that, you do end up. You can easily spin, like throw yourself across the track. Risto's very much on the back of Butcher now. He got it under half a second, although somehow Butcher's got a very good drive out there onto that straight, so maybe not so much now.
Now Muscat completes his drive-through penalty. He's now been passed by Jacob Pegg. But yeah, back up front it seems to be these two, Butcher and Capit, setting the pace. Catfield and Hemmingson now
they're battling themselves.
Yeah. This battle in the midfield is still really interesting, I think, as well. Like Tadare now is obviously struggling with understeer. He's got August Lamb behind him, and then Jack Mayer's up to 12 with Poom and Fiduk following him as well. So a lot of good little scraps going on in his early laps. And I say we're just about 1/4 of the race through this first race.
Anyone in the chat telling us where the wind's going? You want to put your money where your mouth is? 0.4 of a second in it now.
Put your Deutschmarks down and see who's going to win this.
Deutschmarks down. Yeah.
But yeah, say obviously we've got a few eval fans in this chat as well. That'd be quite vocal with that as well. Of course, we got
Whole of
I'll say
Estonia watches. What are you on about?
Pretty much, yeah. I'll say I think it's 7 different teams in the top 7 places at the moment, with the highest double finishing teams being MDR, 4th and 8th.
Yeah. How nice for them.
So, really good mix. Yeah, well, you got to see a positive with MDR, haven't you? Really, you know, it's you know, but they're doing a really nice job. I say Butcher seems to be getting in just a little bit down his straights as well. I say no one's really fighting as such, like really like nose to tail. It all seems to be spreading out a little bit now. It looks like August Lan actually P11. Still trying to get onto dirt, but no, today seems to be defending really nicely. Of course, very important for him to bag some points here for Eval today for their championship standings. Obviously, RSR are going to be obviously 6 and 9th for the moment. They wanted to capitalise as much as possible.
Yeah, there's no point in being just a one. I mean, you just score points in 10th. You score points all the way down to 15th, but yeah, it's going to be. I mean, the RSR guys probably aren't going to be happy in those positions anyway, so they're going to want to be moving. Dennis Lind up in 8th is looking racy still on Williams. Pretty close battle.
I here as well. I'm looking at Mayer, Poom and Vidoc here at the moment. This is out for Danny 12th, and Mayer's defending from Poom. Vidoc's going to be licking his lips to try and get past both these guys actually into turn 1. No, really knows to tell these 3 cars. As well, Vidoc's probably thinking, why have I got myself into here? You know, he obviously started from the back of the grid. He's trying to have to fight his way through the field.
I don't think he was thinking that as much as the second race last time out, where he just found himself in a RSR sandwich going, what is happening here? But yeah.
The Poom just got past Jack Mayer as well, actually, 4 at P12.
Is that the C team overtaking the B team?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's very true. We just need MDR in this battle now. It'd be ABC or CBA.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Very often they CBA.
I mean, MDR did manage to get past Neptune in the standings last time out, so that saves that embarrassment slightly, I suppose. Up front, though, we're very close at the moment. I know it's this sort of section of the track makes it look closer than it probably is, but yeah.
I think it's the closest it's been. Now Caput trying to get a slipstream down the main straight under the Dunlop Bridge and into turn 1. I don't think he's close enough. He's not really closing in or making up enough ground for moving to turn 1. Smartly does it there, trying to line himself up here for one of the next corners. Always trying to set the guy up ahead of you, you know, set the guy up, make him go drive defensively, lose a bit of time, then make the move when there's space to make the move as well. It looks all but just getting a bit sideways there. Under power, there we go. He's just about held on. Plenty of cover from that chicane. Butcher looks like he's going defensive.
Just a bit little wheel on the grass there, I think, slightly, but. I mean, that's fine, he just loses traction on it. But yeah, 0.2 of a second now.
Yes, it looks like Butcher got a pretty good run out of that corner. I think it's going to be difficult for Risto to try and make a move, but he's closing up a little bit. No, not going to try it this time. But Butcher positioning his car really well.
We've seen this all the time. Which one was it, round 3? Was it where he did this and it was all fine until about 2 laps from the end when he dropped it on one corner? The 2 of them were well clear of everyone. They're not quite that clear this time out. It's only, what, 2 seconds back to Campfield, so an error off the track could easily lose them a position even further back than themselves, so they do have to be slightly wary of that.
Yeah, Campfield and Henderson are keeping them honest, you know, without actually getting involved in the battle.
Well, Campfield and Henderson haven't actually battled at all. It's interesting, they sort of stayed close to each other, but I think they've sort of gone, look, we need to catch up ahead. If we battle away, we're going to lose out. They've got a good gap to Kurzmakers in 5th. There's another 4 seconds back again. So they're pretty safe. So really, yeah, this top 4, though, with still half the race to go, remember. Anything could happen.
Yeah, still 12 or so laps to go. And Risto Again, I think it's going to be one of these long, hard slogs of both drivers here. One trying to make the move, one trying to hold everyone back. But looking to get back down to P6, Chris Shepherd has got Williams and Lynn now right behind. This is a cracking little battle here between these three guys. Oh, and Lynn nudges the back of Williams, who has nowhere to go but to go in the back of Shepherd as a result. They see all three go through the chicane. Lynn trying to get a good run out of the chicane. Can't manage it. Oh, it's getting tasty there, but Shepherd just about holds on position, gets a good drive actually. And that particular corner, I think Shepherd's going to try and do the same thing. There he goes.
Fidek's just got Mayer for 13th.
There we go. I think for Fidek, he aims to get into the top 10 after this race. But back for 6, still raging on. It's going to be a great battle. 3 great characters actually as well. Really competitive, really clean, but not afraid to rip it a paint at the same time.
I think that can be said for quite a lot of the field, really, actually. It's a very good field when you look at it like that. It's quite clean, you know. I haven't really seen any horrible racing this time out. It's all been pretty close.
Look,
Third and fourth is very close now. That's changed.
Here's what I say, you know, it's about half a second between those two as well. We've got to keep an eye on the battle for the lead as well. Butcher and Capit. Again, it's like 3 major scraps here for
Risto was gone on the grass there on the exit. He's lost a load of time. Went off the curb and ended on the grass at the end of the curb and didn't make it back onto the track. Not much, but just gives a little bit of breathing space to Butcher there.
I say for now, they look pretty settled up front.
6th, 7th and 8th is looking tasty though.
Yeah, it's really, really getting close.
Oh, we'll say that. Actually, they just touched. That's Lind round.
He's bitten off more than he can chew there, Dennis Lynn. And Yuri Castle's going to capitalise as well. He's up to 8th. And poor old Dennis Lynn, you know, I think there's someone braking at the wrong minute and he just had nowhere to go but to lose the back end of the car, recover as much as he could. But he's down to 9th. He's got plenty of time. Still more than half the race to, or just about more than half the race to go to recover that. Look at this out front. Williams now.
No space there, mate. That's grass. Oh, he's going to try it anyway.
Oh, nicely done. Positioning his car really well for the move there. Actually, eat a bit of grass doing it. He's up to P6 as well. Shepherd trying to capitalise back straight away. Oh, there's been contact behind. I think Countfield and Hemingson's had a little bit of a coming together, or a little bit of a spin at least. Yeah, and it was Countfield lost it all by himself almost there, and Hemingson nearly had to hit the back of him as a result. It's into that little tight chicane.
Everyone in our chat loving our Rfactor 1 graphics, lovely retro look. It's awesome. Thanks for joining in, guys. It's all the fun of racing, though. Come on. I mean, where'd you get this kind of battle for the lead? Don't sit in F1, do you?
Not really, no. I'd say it's been very, very tasty and a lot of bumper chewing, you could say, from so he cannot find the room to get past. But
Kasdor's round. Kasdor.
Oh, he is, and he's parked it. He stalled the car.
Looks at the moment.
Stalled the car. He's not moving. He's not moving that car. What happened here? Was there any contact? Was it just he simply lost it? It looked like it was Dennis Lynn making the move down the inside, and there's a bit of a nudge. And Kastorp tried to accelerate on the curb, and he spun, and he's out of this race.
Oh, wow.
Kastorp.
That's our championship contender and previous Rfactor 2 champion here at WCS out of the race.
So yeah, big move there for the championship. Big. So I say, what is Capit going to do now? He's going to try and maybe consolidate because of that, because he'll gain a bigger points advantage now at Capit. That Kastorp's out of this race. Butcher as well, obviously for Butcher, closing up to obviously trying to pass Chris Shepherd in the standings, but also close up to Kastorp as well. So these two are going to really slog it out.
Well, yeah, not only that. If you out first race like this, of course, he's got one heck of a you're starting at the back for race 2, which is only 10 laps. You're not going to get yourself that high up into the points in that space of time. It's going to be difficult. On that, starting from the back, Fidek in 11th at the moment. He's only half a second off of that 10th place from starting last. Pretty good.
And also.
Oh, Butcher went wide on that corner there, that curb. It's cost him. Capit dives to the inside.
Capit's through. He's passed the basically their wrist. So Capit back in the lead of this race. Now he's hit the just over halfway in this distance. I'm just going to see what actually happened. It just looked like Butcher just rode the curb a bit too much and gave Capit the run on the inside. And he's already pulling away from Chris Butcher now.
I will, because of the actual, there's not been another real corner yet. It's just a huge accelerating zone after that curb. So, yeah, that's a real shame for Chris there. But some of these curbs are very dangerous. Like they are designed to punish you if you really over-abuse the track. So, yeah, in that way, I mean, I know some drivers have struggled with that. But still going to be keeping the lap times. You know, he's not dropped off the point where Capit can give up. There's still a good, seven laps now, really, when they finish this one. So, plenty of time still to get, to catch up. In a way, I don't know about you, I find it easier to be the chasing someone down.
Oh, it's much easier.
Doing it that way round. If you're in the front and you're just watching your mirrors all the time, and is he coming, is he not? He's right there every time. The pressure builds over 20 laps, which is exactly what we've said in the chat. We've had the Butcher cracked under the pressure, apparently.
Well, it's easy done, especially when you got someone like Risto's ability behind you as well. Obviously, Butcher's really, really top drawer as well. But, a lot of experience as well. But when you a track like this, where it's very easy to just get the line slightly wrong, over one of these big curbs, it's very, very easy to do. But now for Chris Butcher now to just consolidate.
Did Williams take Shepherd in that as well? During all that, am I the wrong?
I think Williams passed him a few laps ago down the inside.
Me missing that. Apologies. I'm getting old. My memory's going. Don't mind me, chaps. I'll be in a home soon.
More RAM needed.
Yeah.
That's fine. So, but yeah, Williams from Shepherd from Dennis Linden 8th still. Argo Tedder, despite that damage on the first lap, still in 9th. And Hygo pimps out to 10th. Friday 11th. What's happened here? Paul Slan's dropped back to 12th. Vela and even Mayer's dropped down to 14th as well. Downard in 15th from the last points playing position. Then Caitlin Penny, Sheldon Scott Muscat, and Jacob Pegg. Last of the 18th runners.
Pegg's still going. You know, at the moment, he's
clinging on.
Well, yeah, Satellite needs to score some points. So he's out there, he's staying there. If a few more people drop out, he might. You never know.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with it. I'm just not. I'm just not taking on as many clothesline puns as we could possibly make.
But again, these two, third and fourth, Catfield and Hamilton, still very, very close. As we got now 7 laps to go.
Should say in the chat, if you've got any puns you want us to use, by all means, throw them in. We're all up for these sort of things. Carter loves them.
Yeah, well, you got to throw it out there. Make a. Well, maybe for 2020, might just make a list of the best puns of the year, for example. Roll them out.
Why not? We can have some. We can have some good things by the end of the season. Yeah, Smithy had a few that might beat you yet earlier in the year.
Oh yeah, I mean that's why I'm the standing. I'm not. It's Smithy's number one. He's top class. It's a shame he can't make these broadcasts for now, but hopefully we'll see more of him in 2020 and future series as well. But you got to put up with me for now, which is unfortunate.
That's not unfortunate, mate. You're keeping me going, it's fine. Otherwise I'd have to do it all on my own again like the other week, and it was horrendous. So, welcome back.
Say Ryan Elliott.
What did I miss? Oh, well, go and talk to your driver. He's in the pits.
He's in the pits, yeah. I was going to say, down in 19th out of this race, so he's got a lot of hard work to do between, for the rest of the evening, obviously the sprint race we've got after this as well. But now Capit, over 2 seconds up the road, it looks like Butcher's, after that small mistake he's had,
yeah, he's pulling away a bit.
Quite with it. So it looks like a easy street out for now for the Estonian. The championship leader, Catfield in third. Still a way to go to get to the back of Butcher.
I think the best battle on track's probably going to be this, 8th, 9th, 10th? Oh, 9th, 10th, 11th, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, today still struggling on without a front bumper. Of course, you do lose a bit of downforce in these cars. We saw it in Valencia where he was struggling with understeer for the feature race as well. And you got Hygo Poom, he's battled his way up through the field. Obviously, he had a good season this so far. He's, I think, joint 5th in the standings. Hygo Poom done a really nice job. Tied it there as well in P11. And of course, this is an important battle for that reverse grid top 10 for the sprint. Just as well, Paul August Land has got a stride through penalty as well. He has to take.
Again.
Being a bit too greedy. Well, yeah, we
Oh no, it was Muscat before, wasn't it? Sorry, Muscat. Yeah. Did Lane just take it? Is that why he's down in 14th, or has he still got?
No, he's
still got to take it. So he's going to drop again. Wow, that's going to hurt him heavily. Fido makes a move.
Yeah, fight down the inside. Prim trying to hold on around the outside. It's like Fido's going to gain the position. You can hold it around the outside there if you got the drive out the corner. That's what Prim's done.
Oh yeah, well, this is going to be a drag now. Look at this. They can literally wave to each other out the window. It's going to be inside for Fido though.
Nice breaking move there. Ooh,
is he going to leave him space on the outside? Just about.
Yeah, Fido's a very, I call it like gentleman driver almost, but still being really competitive. You know, he's not one to sort of shove out wide or anything like that. He seems a very respectful driver, and leaving Hyger Prim there the space there to
gentleman driver. He'd like that. Ooh. That'll be his business card. Although that's too gentlemanly, lad. That's too gentlemanly to go off track and hit a barrier.
He's at the wall there, hasn't he? Because he saw Prim making a move down the inside. And smash straight into the wall. I'm surprised his front bumper didn't go actually there because they're quite vulnerable at the best of times.
Yeah, ask Argo.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's now down to 11th. Poom still in that 10th position as well.
That's very coveted 10th position because remember, of course, that means they're on pole. Next time out, we do a top 10 reverse. So that's why Poom will be very happy sat where he is for the next 4 laps.
Everyone's now really spread out. Sort of, you know, at the front field, Capit's ahead by 2.5 seconds from Butcher. He's now 4.5 ahead of Countfield.
Countfield's still being kept honest by Hemmingson.
Yeah,
it's still under a second. It's there, but he has dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, 4 seconds now of the gap between Countfield and Hemmingson.
There's a good battle going on down 12th, 13th, 14th, that sort of area. Mayor Lane, Bella is all ridiculously close. Still in points, remember.
So it's going to be a two-way fight in a mech when August Land has to take his penalty. That may promote Caitlin Penny into the points, actually, because she's down in 16th at the moment. Getting a point would be all much needed for the SimTech team.
They have been picking up little points here and there. Penny has been picking up 1s and 2s most rounds, actually. I think they've got about 7 now, something like that. So, yeah, they were on a minus at one stage of the season, so that's good for them.
Now Mayer trying to put on the pressure on the Maltese driver ahead of him. Everyone else's battle was closed up again somewhere as well. Was it just me? I see Fido's closing up to the back of Poom again after that off from the last lap as well. So that's something to maybe keep an eye on. Now Vela trying to get a drive out of the final. Mayer just driving on the grass, almost loses it. And August Land for now at least has overtaken the Englishman.
Just seeing in the chat, yeah, Jeffrey Fournier giving us an idea of a track for next time out.
Vitus Park. I'll tell you what, Vitus Park, love it. Particularly the short version of that track, fantastic. Actually, might be able to worth trying that out actually for a future race because I'm a big fan of Vitus Park. I remember watching Series Rfactor 1, for example. Brilliant track. If there's an Rfactor 2 version of that, I am down for trying that out.
Could of course always try things here. Seems a shame that Yuri doesn't seem to be coming back for the next time out, but now that he's had that DNF. But obviously, it's I know he's not a big fan of this track, to say the least, but we can talk to him separately. Dennis Lindo, all over the back of his Gusdorp's teammate here, Shepherd, in 7th and 8th. In fact, passing him. If he can get it stopped.
That is. Oh, alarm for Shepherd as Lind makes his way past Chris Shepherd. And Lind now again immediately on the defensive down the straight as well. So Shepherd now dropping back a little bit from his early P6.
And we're going to get the 10th place position battle again going on. They've all caught right back up again.
Here we go, yeah, we are again. I'll go Hygo and Fido. Fido particularly looking quite racy here for this P10. That's not going to have under 3 laps. Well, 3 laps to go for these guys. Out front, they got about more like 2.5. They're spread out very much so. And I'm just watching Dennis Lim run wide in P7. Oh, and he's running wide again. And Shepherd's going to close up on the Danish driver. He's understeering again. Shepherd's closing up more. Seeing a bit scruffy few corners here for Dennis Lynn. It looks like he's just about gathered it all together.
Yeah, looking that way. Let's see if it hasn't got long to hold on to it all now.
It's, the leader, Risto Capek, is just about to start the 19th lap here, so 2 to go for him. It will be in a couple of moments' time. But looking at Lynn's running wide again. He's
That was
very risky.
Yeah.
And so Shepherd as well. So we're looking at this thinking, bloody hell, you know, this is a good opportunity here to get P6. And Lynn slides it in. Shepherd likewise as well for P6. And now Lind again on the grass. Crikey, that is agricultural line there for Dennis Lind. He's been taking the last lap or so.
Been doing too much farming simulator.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, I'm just seeing I thought Bristol, I saw Bristol running wide there, but it was Muscat Lettinge. But Chris Butcher passed us. He's being lapped.
Lane's done his.
By the leaders.
Lane did his penalty, but now he's back past Penny as well.
Already, wow, that was a quick thing. Did I just see a flash of the lights there, or was it just me? I'm not too sure. But August
Not sure, but Penny is missing a front wing, so I'm not sure exactly what's happened there. Front bumper.
Yeah, up into 15th goes the Estonian.
So for me now, it's all about Tida, Poom and Fiduk near enough, I think. Although Dean Villa might tell me otherwise, down in 13th, having a look at Mayer. There's a few battles still going on.
So Martin Durland in the chat. Hello and welcome to the chat. 25 of us watching now in the YouTube channel. Fantastic. What mod is this? Enduro races? It's the Flat 6 series.
Yeah, it is by them
mod.
though.
It's, yeah, so yeah, pretty much the Enduro races style mod that you can download on the Steam Workshop as well and try them out there as well. Of course, running a fixed setup here in the series, so everyone's got the same chance with basically the same equipment. You get no advantage for changing setup as it's all fixed here in WCS. And we're just about to start the final lap now for the guys at the front of the field. They're already on that final lap. Risto Capek, Butcher, Countfield, Hemmingson. But it's battle for 11th, it's battle for 9th, sorry. 9th, 10th and 11th. Really strong. Oh, sideways from Poom.
Got to remember, these guys, 2 of these guys are ending up on the front row for this next race. Somebody misses out, but 2 of them are going to make it.
So which one of the 2? Oh, and today's not helped his chances because Poom's straight away through on the inside. On the run down this front straight, and now Fiduk's going to try and look to slipstream and get a bit closer to these 2 out front as well. Just keep this at battle, keep an eye on this battle for the time being. Oh,
having said that, he's gone off.
He's gone. He's been at the beach. A tiger bit. Oh, I've just said a load of damage. Oh, sideways. Dennis Lynn's losing it. And Shepherd's hit him. He's hit him there. Hemmingson's running off the track as well. What's going on? They're all running off the circuit.
Sorry, it's jumped to Risto being up front.
It's a bit chaotic there. Apologise. Probably desperately busy way of working on the cameras, trying to catch up that. But one man who's not too busy, apart from winning, Risto Capek. Headlights ablaze, coming up to line. It's another win for Risto Capek and Eval this season. And there he is, taking a checker flag for the first race here in round 5 of this championship. He's going to be ahead by very comfortable margin of Chris Butcher in the end of 5.5 seconds. That's a brilliant margin there to win by Adrian Countfield there in P3. And Martin Hemmingson, after that little offy excursion he had at the end there, he's going to cross line for P4 for MDR. This season, tell you what, that transfer from the transfer week a couple of weeks ago really paying off handsomely for MDR. Not Kearsmakers there, 25. Matthew Williams, again, another transfer that's working off really well. P6 for ASMA. Chris Shepherd beating Dennis Lynn to the line. P7 to P8, and Shepherd spinning across the line there. But it's battle for 10th, or 9th, I should say. It's going to be Taylor from Poom. Fight's just about to miss out this top 10, I think. Mind you, he's getting closer in the slipstream. I think Poom's going to get this. He is indeed. It's Taylor from Poom, from Fiduk, 9th, 10th, 11th. Dean Vella's going to come home for P12 ahead of Jack Mayer, 12th and 13th. And this battle for 14th here, it's got really close at the final stages. But Paul Augustin, even after his drive-through, is going to finish 14th for the looks of it. But Mayer's going to run up to the line. That's going to be Paul Augustin's, isn't it? There he goes. Downard getting closer, but not enough. Downard in 15th. Captain Penny finishes 16th. Scott Muscat 17th. Jacob Pegg 18th. Then the retirees: Castorp, De Vries, Batala, Schultze, and as well David Nichols. And that is the end of the first round here. And again, Mike, you know, a few incidents, of course, but a really, really nice, interesting, particularly early stages, that battle at front between Cap and Butcher. But also, there's great little three-way and four-way scraps as well.
Yeah, the battle's all the way up and down the field, isn't there? You can always find somebody to battle away with on your sort of at your level or your speed on this track. A few guys recovering through as well made it interesting, which is what we'll see next time out with top 10 reversed. So seeing Capit and Butcher from 10th and 9th coming back through with only 10 laps. Yeah, not good. Not likely to be able to jump all the way through to the front, but it's how far you can get up really is what makes you title. Kazdorp, let's see if he comes back for the second race or not from the back. Going to go up and get a few points. You never know. Capit could have a DNF as well. It's not all done and dusted quite yet. But even if it is, hey, there's only one round to go, and then we'll have another championship, eh? You can try and win that title back there instead. That's the beauty of WCS. In every 2 months, we've got a series you can get involved in, do 6 rounds, have some fun in the spare time you've got. You know, major series aren't running at the moment. Get involved. Come and join us. Tell us what you want to race as well, because, you know, the beauty of it as well is we're not committed to a full, 12-month season or whatever it might be. We can adapt on the go, particularly when we find sponsors that enjoy certain things. Speaking of which, SimSync Pro sponsoring us for this one, for the SimSync Pro W6S Racing Series. We couldn't work without them. Fantastic company. Must be said, they're very friendly, very helpful to us in sponsoring this league and this series in particular. Do get involved with them. Look them up if you want. If you're running your own team, server, or league, a very, very useful program. We couldn't do it without them, and very inexpensive as well for what it is. I like saving time and effort where I can, and they are a godsend in that way. So do check them out.
I say a separate broadcast, but the amount of series I've done that uses SimSync, it makes such a big difference. Just make it so much easier for you guys as well if you plan to do it. Even a little, maybe a special event, for example. It really makes a big, big difference. As well if you're throwing in liveries and all, and
oh yeah, if you're doing liveries and
Fantastic.
Changes and all that sort of stuff, it's almost essential, unless you want to have hours of work. And not just you, it's you might know what you're doing. It's the drivers and everyone that participates has to have that same level as well. So it makes it so much easier this way around. Get in touch with us and we can sort you out some little discount as well. Probably we'll sort something. I'll throw you the advert up so you get their web address. The other thing I will throw up while we've got a few minutes in the warm-up is Race Room. So we've got the WCS KTM Expo Series, Expo Challenge, sorry, sponsored by 3D Wrap in this case. Another 6-round series starting in December on Race Room, starting 10th of December all the way through to the 28th of January with a nice Christmas break. There is a nice prize for the champion in this case. It's all a Drivers' Championship, and you can win anything that 3D Wrap sells on their website. We've worked out the best thing you can put, or the most expensive thing you can probably get is €289 value. There's a couple of wheels at that sort of level you can get. Or there is other little components and bits and pieces that might be particularly useful to you in your rig and setup as well. Check them out for the little needs and stuff. There is some awesome little parts that I know some people very much recommend. And of course, we're on Cyber Monday. I'm sure they've got some lovely little discounts as well. So do check them out. But you can get signed up to our Race Room series. Sign-ups are still open. Just get involved. Hit our website up or any of our social media or Discord. Get involved and try some Race Room over this festive period. Festive Race Room.
I think you've
I've missed a trick there.
Cap it straight away. Yeah, that's it. Festive season. That's what
I should have a festive series next year. I'm definitely missing out on that, aren't I? The festive series. Yeah. I'm already thinking of intro songs we could play and everything. Could be jingle bells going around on the back of cars and yeah. Oh, is there a sleigh mod on like Assetto Corsa or something like that? There must be something mad on there. There always is.
Well, we could, the horse mod that was on Rfactor 1, just convert them to reindeers.
Yeah, something like that. But I just mean, I know there's some insane mods on Assetto Corsa particularly, that we could do that. It'd be great. Why not?
You'll say all the interested Bristol Capit going, prizes. You say absolutely, you know, for this particular series. I'll tell you what, I even might try have a go at this series actually myself. At least try the cars out.
Oh, God help us.
The wheels getting dusty. It needs dusting off and get a bit of use out of it.
It's a very different bit of fun, and at the moment as well, Race Room very cheap through the all the content that you need to get is very cheap through the Cyber Black Friday, whatever you want to call it, sale they've all got currently on at the moment. You can, using their in-game currency, you can get the whole European track pack and the car, and you'll have some change as well from €17, and you get 19 tracks. You only need 6, but you get 19, so it'll look after you for future series as well. So definitely worth it doing at the moment if you're thinking of it. It's definitely worth a go because we're doing Race Room series throughout the next year as well. So you can at least be racing with us for some fun. We also do community nights on Fridays. I don't know what we're doing this week yet. I don't think Carter knows either. But we'll announce something. There'll be something fun this week, as there is every Friday. It's nice that quite a lot of you have joined and had some, joined and come along with that sort of thing before.
Yeah, the iRacing 2 weeks ago. We did the Race Room last week as well. Quite a few people are in attendance as well, which is good. Regularly sort of joining in these community events as well. So we'll maybe spice it up a little bit here and there, but we've definitely got a couple of things planned for the next couple of weeks or so, I think, regarding possibly linked in with future series as well.
Yeah.
You'll
all be finishing work in the next couple of weeks as well for Christmas, no doubt. Come and join us, have some fun. I'm sure we can sort some bits and pieces out over the festive period potentially, if we're all bored and want to have a go at stuff. Why not?
Maybe have a mince pie with me as well. Celebrate Christmas together.
Yeah, why not?
If you like that sort of thing.
That's what you're into. More than welcome. Carter is here for your services. Community manager, ready for you. To service his community. Yeah. Oh,
do
dear.
my bit.
While I've got some people in the chat and we've got some spare time, shall I just throw a grenade in there and just see what comes out? Because I saw an interesting debate about it before. Obviously, most people here will have probably watched the Formula 1, so I don't think I'm doing spoilers. Lewis Hamilton, obviously being the champion, 6-time champion. Where's he rank historically, in your opinion? How good actually is he? Are we talking he's at Schumacher level? Do you think Schumacher's at the top level? Where does he sit? Quite a lot of people I've seen now are saying he's the best ever. That's a statement and a half. Do we agree? Do we not? Is it Schumacher because it's just the stats? Is it Senna because he never got a chance to do everything he possibly could have done? What is there about it? You were talking about gentlemanly drivers. There was a very good article on BBC about Hamilton being a gentlemanly driver compared to some others that have had some historic stuff. They seemingly very nicely missed out certain things, McLaren and Spygate and all this malarkey. But there's on track wise, yeah. So anyway, I just thought that'd be an interesting opinion. Now, most people will probably watch Formula 1 in here. And if not, then great. You've still got only a minute before we get into more action. Another 10 laps of action from the same guys you saw before. But some lovely reverse grid action fun to be had with our Rfactor 1 graphics.
Yes, bringing up the retro look. Indeed, 45 seconds of warm up to go. I look to throw in for one of the greatest drivers of all time as well. If you look really on stats as well, I just want to throw his name in there.
Of course, yeah. I was
For those of you I remember that far back.
Well, there is. I mean, you can go back as far. Yeah, there is an awful lot of people when you go very far back. I think most people will probably count. Oh, let's say modern era then, shall we? Is that easier?
80s newer, shall we say?
Yeah. I think that's fair. Yeah. Not that anyone's taking it up on it at all in the chat, but there you go.
No.
Nobody cares. Does anyone know who he is? Has anyone ever heard of Formula 1? Let's get some...
Formula 1, maybe.
Yeah, for our Spanish viewers. Formula 1. Oh, dear.
But, it looks like it's going to be a 21 car grid. It looks like a couple of people. It looks like to me it's going to be... who is it? Well, we know that Yuri's one of them, and I can't think of who the other one is who hasn't showed up for the second race. Looks like the guy who would have been P19. Is it Sheldon Scott? No, he's there.
I was going to say Peg's there, isn't he still? We've got... Oh, is it just Jarrett? Is Jarrett in there? Yeah,
Garrett's there. We'll probably work out by the end of the evening, probably, who's not turned up for the second race.
Oh, dear.
Not ideal. It's whoever's supposed to be in P19. Probably someone in the chat probably knows who it is.
We should know really, shouldn't we? We've just watched the whole race. Oh well.
They're the ones missing out, I guess. Not us, is how we could look at that. But yeah, 21 cars on the grid for this 10-lap sprint race. And good banter in the chat as well.
Hamilton is very good. Well, yeah. Okay. That's a fair statement. They're all very good doing Formula 1. Although Terzic will know better than most of us, I suppose. But
it's the cars that get me, you know. Obviously, the car makes a big thing. You know, imagine now something. If you go back to 1990 and the lifeless. Imagine a car like that now going to Formula 1. That'd be pretty well, damaging for every driver that car, basically. But that's another story for another day. See, 10-lap sprint race to go, and Hygo Poom will be starting this race on pole position here for Neptune Sim Racing. Alongside him, Argo Tader, Dennis Lynn and Chris Shepard on row 2, Matthew Williams and Kears Makers row 3, Hemmingson and Catfield row 4, and of course Capit and Butcher. That's wrong. Capit won the first race.
He did?
That's wrong. Oh dear.
Oh, so we're going back. Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. Let's,
yeah. I just noticed that. Hang on a second. Right.
Yeah. Well noticed.
Hopefully get this grid all sorted out.
It's only top 10 reversed. We're okay. It should be easy enough. Risto didn't mention it. At least Butcher did.
Yeah. It looks like have they sorted this out now?
They're just reallocating everyone now. It's fine.
Capit's in the P10, and hopefully they'll just move straight over to the next session.
Yep, we're advancing now, so that's not too bad.
So yeah, Butcher and Capit now in its right position. So you got Fidek and Vela, 11th, 12th, Mayer and Land, 13th and 14th, Downard and Penny, 15th and 16th, Sheldon Scott Muscat, Jacob Pegg, 17th and 18th. Garrett de Vries, Gerd Patella, and David Nichols running up the 21 car grid here this evening.
Not too bad, huh?
21 cars. After this week will be the final round of the series. Obviously, if any team managers are watching this who haven't fielded their two drivers for whatever reason, have a kick up the arse and get your drivers on the grid for the final round. Just have a bit of entertainment, you know. Even if you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself, you got a seat somewhere, but maybe you haven't been able to turn up. Just turn up for the final round. Have a bit of a fun evening with WCS as well. But it looks like everyone now has lined up on the grid, and Hygo Poom will be starting from this race from the pole position for Neptune Sim Racing. And he's now going to be revving the car up as he jumped the start.
Oh, he jumped the start. He did. He did jump the start. It's not easy with the lights here, to be fair. So T-Dare jumps into first place anyway.
Oh, and there's a bit of contact behind the looks of it.
There is. That's a Neptune on the inside of the circuit.
Looks like everyone's got away pretty cleanly. As Lind and Williams having their own merry dance in P4. But everyone getting away fairly cleanly. Today leads from Poom. Very, very lucky not get a drive through penalty. Always a spin in the background. That's a Malta car.
Yeah.
Multiforce car.
Not Multiforce. Do you mean GT Omega?
GT Omega. Yeah, absolutely right. I do. Malta things.
They come from Malta, but yes, not Multiforce. I suppose the power of Malta
Multiforce.
in GT Omega RPM.
GT Omega car. Yeah, they spinning off down into T21 was Dean Vella. But everybody else has managed to get through pretty cleanly at the start. But Argo Tito, look, already pulling away nearly a second clear of Hygo Poom already. Shepard already trying to get the magnets onto the back of his stone ahead of him as well. These 11 cars have already separated themselves from the second half of the field. At Penny, Downard, Land, Mayer, Tyler, Muscat, Pegg, Nichols.
I was going to say the two satellites. Don't know what they're battling away themselves, but they are technically getting a. They are like right there, aren't they now together? 18th and 19th, both headlights on. They're beating somebody.
That's it. Yeah, they're not at the back of the field, which is really good to see.
Although that said, oh, That said, he's spun round and now... Who's that gone into him? De Vries?
Oh, Garrett de Vries.
Yeah.
Poor old Garrett de Vries. Been caught up by Peg and they drive into each other as well. Oh, they're not going to be able to settle this argument for a while. It looks like Peg is just facing backwards and already retired.
So as that goes on, T-Day crosses the line, so we're one lap down. We've got Augustus Lane looking at gaining a place into the first corner. Yep, going past one of the mission drive guys. So he's up to 13th. We've still got a great battle for third. Well, second, third, fourth.
Lost it. Boom nearly lost it there. Gets it all back together, but Lind is now trying to get the run on Shepherd. Shepherd comes across to defend. Oh, Danny inside goes Williams as well.
Oh, they're both off.
Lind's on the grass. They're on the grass.
And Williams.
Across the track. Oh, and nearly. Kearsbaker's nearly wiped out Lind there as a result of Lind rejoining. Williams is facing backwards down the track.
He's still sat there waiting. He looks like he's got drive.
Yeah,
he's trying to find a safe time to... Which is very nice of him, but I think he was overly cautious there, really. But still.
Down to 19th.
Moves everyone up quite heavily. Butcher's made his way up to 4th now.
After all that, yeah, that was a really good start. And you think about it, Risto Cabot's still down in 7th position. Of course, only 10 laps in this race, so make as many places up as you can. But Taylor out in front for eval. This could be an eval double here this evening as things carry on as they are. And Taylor's now nearly 2 seconds up the road from Hygo Poom. Shepherd now still trying to close up to the back of the Estonia ahead of him.
Yes, Ryan and our chat won't be very happy, the OSR manager, if both go to eval.
So it's happening. Josh Downard has just lost it out in 15th place. He's just bent it into the wall at the chicane and lost his front bumper as well. He's down to 18th place.
Playing too much worms.
So, too much worms. Well, yeah. Not enough practice.
Not enough practice. Playing too much worms in the sail.
Oh, someone's gone off in the gravel trap at the front of the field. That is Caitlin Penny, has just been doing some rally crossing into the gravel.
She's down to 12th now.
Sliding in. And completely missed the corner completely at turn 1. Rejoin still in the points in 12th.
The battle for second downwards is great, but it's allowing Tida to pull away. He's got 1.8 seconds now.
Oh, and Capit's in the gravel. He's in the gravel with that right-hander. He's dropping down the field. Capit's got past. Fidek's got past. He's gone down to 9th. That's a very, very rare mistake from the championship leader.
He'll be glad he didn't do that last race.
I say, you know, he's still in 9th. He's got plenty, well, a bit of time there to make up places, but not ideal at all.
No, very much like his race 2 last time out, to be fair. But with Yuri not here, he knows that's enough. 9th is fine. What's the problem? Shepherd dives, touches a little bit there, Poom, and it's allowing everybody to bunch up behind now.
Emerson's trying to get a drive out the corner here as well. He's closed up to his battle here for second place.
Could have thrown a net over those 4. That was looked like a car park.
So it looks like Hygo for now has got a bit of breathing space now to the 3 cars behind him. Looking further back, got Lind in 10th, August Land, Penny, Mayer, Batala, and Dean Vella rounding up the points positions at the tail end of the points. So looking comfortable 2 seconds up the road.
Oh, Batala dropping down. Mayer's had Batala.
Yep, he's made a position as Jack Mayer as well. Nichols and Scott Muscat are still racing off, and Matthew Williams is down in 18th. And then obviously De Vries, Downard and Pegg, all retirees early on in this race. This battle at the front between 2nd and 5th looking fantastic, and we've got to keep an eye on this scrap for the podium positions here. Particularly Chris Butcher looking to tee up and send down the inside. Chris Shepherd, note Shepherd breaks really late into the corner, locks up well doing it. Butcher also gets sideways as well, and Lynn's now trying to get the run out of both of them.
I would not want to call where this goes. This is very reminiscent of all our race 2s this season, where you get a great battle going on. 2.2 seconds now to T-Day up front. I think
sorry to disturb you.
Butcher.
Dennis Lind has had an accident with Fidek. Fidek lost it coming out of the left-hander and teed up Dennis Lind. He went flying over the curb and then a launch into the gravel trap.
Lind's gone, that's it.
Lind as well, and it was not Lind's fault at all. It's just the sudden David Fidek who come back across the track And unfortunately, didn't have nowhere to go into the gravel trap as a result. So that's one MDR down. Red arrow as well, dropping back through the field.
I suppose that's one way to protect your teammate.
Whereas, as a result, Frolics down to 13th place behind Garabatella, Mayer, and Caitlin Penny as well. Penny's now into the top 10.
The interesting one that's getting me at the moment is Nichols, and the Satellite is now one place off a point for Satellite.
Come on, Nichols. Let's do this. Get off. At least assist yourself getting off of minus points. That'd be great stuff.
Well, they wouldn't quite get there. They need 4 to get themselves back to 0. Yeah. But a point would help.
Progress is key. As well, it looks like these 4 up front: Poom, Shepherd, Butch, and Hemmingson. They're actually been caught, I think, by Countfield, Kearsmakers, and Bristow. Capit as well. You got to watch out for Capit, of course. He's going to be reeling these in.
Well, yeah, we're halfway through the race now. So he's pulls out, dives on the inside there. Shepherd pushes a little bit, but it's pretty fair. Butcher jumps through the middle.
Oh, I saw it coming. Always contact there. Shepherd's got the.
It's going to allow a Poom back.
Interesting to see what they think. Oh, look at this! Like all 5, 6, 7 cars all welded together here for this P2. But now Shepherd's got the move done.
Now Shepherd's got some space. This will be interesting. Can Shepherd chase down Tadeur? Because arguably he is quicker than Tadeur normally. But
3.6 seconds though. That's a big.
That is a big ass. Poom. Oh my! And I mean, Hemmingson looking. Does he do something as well? Just wait for them to hit each other.
Looking at his lips, look out as well, because you've got Countfield there as well. He's not backwards and coming forwards. Kearsmakers and this is a quality battle. Look at this, 6 cars now in this scrap, because obviously Shepherd's battled his way into the distance a little bit. And look at this, just outstanding stuff. 6 different cars battling for 3rd to 8th. This is brilliant stuff. Down the inside goes Countfield on Martin Hemmingson as well. Of course, these 2 battled in Formula Challenge as well in GPVWC as well. So these 2 have a little bit of history between the 2. Hemmingson's now rode into the grass. Countfield now trying to tee up and line up. Of course, this is allowing Poom and Butch to get away in the distance as well. You've got Capit making a move from Kearsmakers. Down inside goes Countfield. And just about gets away with it, just Hemmingson there. He's still in that P5. There's also a battle behind between Mayer, Penny. All Mayer's losing the back end, but Tala goes past. And obviously Fidek as well. That's a battle for 9th place over back. So we've got 2 great battles to keep an eye on in this sprint race as well.
I know it's hard to keep up with the cameras, guys, so apologies. We'll just jump between the 2 and see what
see what we can muster.
Yeah, see what happens as it goes.
Dave Nichols has actually dropped down to 17th now as Matthew Williams has got past. Of the unfortunate Nichols. But Tadeur back in front. It's now 3.5 seconds between Tadeur and Shepherd.
Yeah, the gap's not building anymore though. It was at that when Shepherd got clear, but it's not coming down. So, well, technically he actually gained 2 tenths that lap, but that's not enough. Not with 3 laps to go.
Oh, and Poom and Butcher. These 2 are getting very, very close again. Let's see what Butcher does here.
Oh, Hemmingson off in the background. He went onto the grass there, went wide on the curb.
Capfield's trying to get on the inside, but rides the curb too much, loses a bit of momentum. Now Capit's now looking his lip now.
Matthew Williams just gone into the back of, who was that? Right down the back there. Muscat must have been in the GT Omega. Yeah.
He has. He's lost his front bumper, and also notice as well. Was it Jack Mayer who just ran off the track down to 12th position? Fidek's got past him as well as Patala as well. So Mayer's sliding his way back down the field once again, a little bit.
But the front guys are still battling away.
Oh, Shepherd's nearly lost it on the grass there. He had to great catch there to save it. He's still in that P2, but he's lost a bit of time to likes of Higher and Butcher behind. Countfield got back. No, he hasn't. He's not got back past Capit. I thought.
No, Laristo's catching up to him.
Catching up, isn't he?
Yeah. If anything, he's dropped Kearsmakers slightly from this group now. He's a little bit off the back of it. I think we've only got what we're on lap 8 now, aren't we? Just starting.
Well, remember this time last week as well. This is when the shenanigans started.
Oh my word! I know.
Well, Shepherd and
5 seconds now up front. Oh, Shepard's lap was terrible, wasn't it, there?
Yeah, he made a
said
mistake.
that mistake. Yeah, he lost 2 seconds.
Definitely now, Argo Ted is now to lose. And it's a spin. It's that. That's the MDR off. The MDR's Martin Hemingson's had a spin. He's down to 8th position now. So MDR, their race is falling apart with Lind going off the circuit. Now Hemingson making that mistake. They're still in the points, of course. Oh, and just in a great battle behind as well. But always contact. Penny spinning Patala. Penny spinning Patala into Mayer. Oh, dearie me. What was that all about? Viaduct made the move from Penny. Patala's following through, and it looks like contact. I'm just looking at Penny cut the front end a little bit. Patala had nowhere to go, really, and Mayer was the very unfortunate victim there, going down to 13th. Dean Vella was actually made up a few top place out of that. That's why he's up to 11th.
Not bad, is it, to be fair?
Not bad at all for GT Mega Racing there. Always battle up front. You've got obviously Poom's been passed by Butcher now as well. So Butcher's now going to try and close in on Shepard in his last couple of laps.
So Cap it on Campfield is probably one of the best. So looking like it could be lining this up.
Yeah, trying to keep an eye on the battle further down the field as well. But absolutely right. Capit's the man on the mission to try and gain as many points as he possibly can.
Well, they're both very caught up. Poom, yeah, looks in trouble somehow. I don't know. He just doesn't seem to be going as quick as he was. He doesn't have the grip or something. I don't know.
Maybe have to touch of damage on that car.
Yeah, maybe. You watch him. He's not as confident in it as he was. Like
more surviving rather than driving.
Maybe, yes.
Such. But yeah, this great battle behind as well. We've got Vela. Oh, Vela's had a lag spike and spun around Jack May. What on earth was that all about? I think that was a lag spike between Dean Vela and Jack May, and Jack May's just sat in the barrier. It looks like Vela's had a really unfortunate lag spike, and then it was accelerated and spun Mayer around, and they both go into the wall.
Campfield and Cap it.
So really unfortunate stuff there. Mayer is now
Capit's got it.
There's also good news for now. David Nichols in the points again. Up in 15th, but you've got Sheldon Scott Muscat behind him as well. And you're absolutely right, Capit has passed Campfield for that P5. It's now just about to start. The final lap for Argo today has been a walk in the park, hasn't it? You know, things have happened around him to make it a little bit easier. Got the lead early on, pulled away out in front. Shepard in P2, Butcher's trying to close up as well in P3. As he closed up 3 tenths the back of Shepard in that last lap. Poom in P4.
Oh, just watching Vila do I think Tony Hawk will be very happy with that. That's what, a 720, something like that. Wow, he's actually got over the barrier and everything. He's gone. Like that was.
David Nichols is off. He's off at the points position. He drove onto the grass and into the barrier, and the chance of him getting a point. Oh, he's still actually in the line.
I was going to say, he's still technically there because he's the last runner.
He's the last one. Yeah. So I just saw him get overtaken by Scott Muscat. But yeah, still, when he just finishes, he'll be getting himself a point. He just spins.
The attrition this race has been impressive.
Oh, it's sliding. Hyperpoom spun. Hyperpoom spun on the egg. Oh, he's going to get away. Oh, Kiss makes nowhere to go, but at the back of his car, Hemmingson is going to make up 2 places. He's up to 6 as a result of that.
Butcher and Shepard, what's going on here? Wow, 2nd place is still technically up for grabs on the final lap here.
It is. Butcher's made a move down the inside. He's losing it. Oh, and Shepard gets it back again after Butcher couldn't quite catch the slide in time. But it looks like now for Argo Taylor, he's going to come across go around the final, cut the corners, and get the victory here today and make it an eval double here today. Shepard past Butcher and cap it up to 4th from Campfield. But what a day this is for eval, the 2nd win of the evening. But it's time to Argo Taylor, who wins round 2 or race 2 here in week 5 of the series. A very, very comfortable win in the end. For him, Shepard battle Pit Butcher to line P2 and P3 for them. Bristow Capit in 4th, Campfield in 5th. Martin Hemmingson will come across line 6 ahead of Laurent Kearsmaker in 7th. Heiko Poom, after being 2nd in the podium position for so long, drops down to 8th position. David Fidek in 9th. Gareth Patella will come across the line for ASMA in 10th, ahead of Caitlin Penny. We'll get P11. Nice points there for that team. And also as well, wow, and a big crash behind there as they cross the line. It's a little bit unnecessary, guys. Matthew Williams, Paul August Lamb as well. I think there's been a... Well, Penny actually dropped down to 15th for the end. Maybe she got a penalty.
She, yeah, it had to have been a penalty that wasn't served. Well, if you cross the line, it then adds on the time penalty, which is a lot worse than...
That's right. So, yeah, dropped all the way down. In the end, Matthew Williams in 11th, Paul August Lamb in 12th. Sheldon Scott Muscat 13th. David Nichols will come across the line in 14th place. So 2 points there for Satellite. And
half their problem. That's good.
Half their problem, yeah. And 15th place for Caitlin Penny there as well. So everyone who finished got themselves at least a point, which is great stuff.
What a fun evening.
Yeah, it was a great evening's action. I'd say maybe not everyone, maybe not the happiest mood after the race there, but definitely.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to be
interesting.
I think more of a party down at Eval than there will be at RSR. But hey, we can still join. I'm sure they'll invite you along. It'll be fine. So very nice work there by Eval. Obviously, the way the point scoring works and only 6 rounds means the title presumably would still be up for grabs next round anyway. I'd guess. Not just about. So, yeah. But results will be confirmed over the coming week anyway. So tune in. We've got same time next week for our final round of the SimSync PRO W6S Racing Series.
So that is a fantastic thing to look forward to as well. Just want to say a big thank you to sponsors, obviously SimSync 3D Wrap as well, HM Engineering, who seem to want to get involved more and more. Hope to see them on the grid with their team one day. Wow, as well as obviously SimNews TV, SimNews.tv as well, and a big thanks to you as well, Mike Pitman, for joining again to the broadcast and running the broadcast as well.
Oh, thank you for doing all the hard work and heavy lifting.
I don't know about that.
It's about time you did some work, isn't it? It's not like you work in retail on Black Fridays. Like you'd be fine. You'd be fine.
So yeah, but yeah, it's been a pleasure, and for everyone, of course, in the chat, thank you for getting involved as well and tuning into this great series as well. For everyone who's stayed on to the end as well, it means an awful lot. And until next week for our finale for this particular series, we'll see you then. Bye for now.